Ram trucks are not selling. Numbers are way down, and it's way worse than we ever thought. Now, this Ram situation is very unique because of just how ridiculously successful they've been for literally a decade. From around 2010 to 2019, Ram sales figures went up every single year, breaking new sales records and selling a metric motherload of pickups from the 1500 all the way up the chain to the monstrous TRX. 2500s, 3500s, even the baby semi 5500 have been flying off the shelves. In fact, their sales soared like a bald eagle to over 70,000 units in 2019, securing a solid market share of 4.12%. But Ram sales have all gone down the toilet. Like every other brand, Ram was predictably hit hard by the year from hell that won't be named. But they were honestly fine through 2021. By 2022, the tides, well, they had turned, with sales retracting to around 545,000 units and market shares were winning far below 4%. Overall, their sales dipped a crazy 15.78% from 21 to 22. And in 2023, they didn't fare much better, selling several thousand fewer trucks than they did the year before. Just terrible. Just like their drivers. You know, Ram drivers have the highest rate of accidents in the US. Anyways, the real question, why? Why is this happening? Well, if you want to see what cut off the Ram's horns, let's make something clear real quick. Somehow, someway, the rough and tumble utilitarian working man's vehicle has been transformed into the choice of, well, anybody who isn't opting for an SUV instead. In America, there is a huge market for luxury trucks with expensive options that, come on, let's be honest, never see a dirt road or a sheet of plywood for that matter. Well, other than when, the owner wants to post an Instagram pic. Ram cashed out by filling that role in the truck market and succeeded big time. But therein lies the first very big issue with Ram. The luxury truck thing doesn't work if you don't consistently update your most popular products with the good stuff, like new powertrains and innovative options. And with the popular Ram 1500, we haven't gotten anything like that in years. No new powertrains, no innovative tech, and honestly, much of the same from years past. And guys, that's not to say they haven't been building great trucks with class-leading interiors, on-road dynamics, but aside from a pretty solid infotainment system, which I actually really like, underneath it all, these pickups have been much the same for a very long time. And speaking of much the same, they pulled this cheap trick with the Classic Edition. Yeah, these Rams are the old 4th gen trucks being facelifted a bit and branded as new trucks with a classic nameplate. I mean, guys, come on, Ram. I know you didn't just pull a Toyota 4Runner on us, did ya? Or did ya? Guys, that is a 15-year-old design. It's pretty good for 15 though. But still, it's old. And that is just the first part as to why these trucks aren't selling. But the next part is way more important. The biggest thing here are the prices. Yeah, literally, the prices. They're astronomical. Seriously, you guys, the dealer markups are getting out of hand with Ram these days. I mean, you can go on any website listing new Rams for sale, and you will see overpriced truck after truck for as long as you can keep clicking to the next page. Almost every Ram 1500 with the top trim limited package is well over 70 grand and even almost 80 grand at that. And yes, you get the nicest suspension system, automatic running boards, and good speakers. But I mean, for double the MSRP of a base 1500, that's pretty ridiculous. And like I said, that's for the top of the line stuff. But even for the cheaper Bighorn editions, which gets you upgraded suspension, a special locking diff, and other small things like a bed cover, how exciting. There's a cover on my bed. We're seeing dealers asking over 60 grand for these things. And yes, your eyes are working. Those are 2023 models. 2023. Not even the newest Ram trucks you can order from Ram. And no, you can't just tell me those options are worth an extra 20 grand over sticker. I'm sorry. These markups aren't even just a Ram thing either. It is a Stellantis problem as a whole. Go to any Dodge, Jeep, Ram dealer, and you can find Grand Wagoneers, Grand Cherokees, and Ram trucks all way above sticker, marked up to the 9s. Guys, the Grand Wagoneer that starts at 92 grand base, which is a whole lot of money for a Jeep, is being sold for 118,000. Yeah, 118 for a Jeep, folks. In what world do we live? I mean, that's some Mercedes level option package BS. but at least with the Merc, you'd probably get something world-class instead of Jeep's take on a Tahoe. Again, the Grand Wagoneer is actually pretty good, but not at that price. Speaking of brands like Mercedes, Ram desperately wants to be the world standard in luxury for the pickup truck market. They want people to hear the name Ram and then immediately imagine the same thing they do when they hear Mercedes, Benz, or BMW. Well, not like BMW drivers, but like, high class. And unsurprisingly, Ram has become the most expensive domestic truck, costing more than both Ford and Chevy. And I hate to break it to them, but it doesn't seem to be working out. The tough, reliable, mega rugged image that Ram has always cast out just doesn't seem to exactly be working alongside the luxury market. And with current prices, which have reached way too close to the six-figure mark for a truck, it has them stuck in between those two images, hurting their sales. So, in short, Ram ignored the wants of its modern truck customers and kept producing crazy expensive, dare I say, luxury pickups, probably to get rid of the excess parts, then dumped all that inventory to the dealers who of course couldn't sell them with the sky-high prices. And Ram guys would beat me up for saying this, but Ram and the rest of the Dodge family could learn a lot from other mass-producing companies like Toyota and Honda. Yeah, these brands have mastered the art of balancing demand with a pricing philosophy that shuns exorbitant dealer markups, thereby cementing their reputation for value and reliability. This stark contrast highlights the pitfalls of Ram's premium pricing strategy and honestly makes other American truck brands seem like a steal. Stellantis saw a money grab opportunity and customers, they saw right through it, which is why they're now targeting you with discount campaigns up to like 15% in some places. Yes, it remains to be seen whether or not the deals will help them get rid of these Rams, but even at 15% off, some of these trucks are so far above sticker that you're probably just better off getting a used truck for closer to MSRP. Now, to be clear, it might not all be that cut and dry. It's possible that demand for a luxury pickup truck is still pretty high, but people simply just can't really afford them, which is a good thing if you're looking to sell one on this used market for a realistic price. Emphasis on the realistic, but not so great for Ram. It's also possible that as the world keeps marching towards sustainability, powertrains like their signature Hemi just don't quite cut it anymore. GM, Ford, and Toyota have offered smaller, more efficient drivetrain packages for years that still offer reasonable performance and capability at more aggressive pricing. And there's a chance with this all-new Hurricane twin-turbo straight six rolling out soon, complete with their first electric truck, the Ram REV, future Rams definitely have a shot at turning things around. But for now, judging by the recent sales figures, which, well, sucked, coupled with the daunting prices of year-old new trucks, this year's Ram, well, might suffer the same fate as the last 2 years did. Hopefully Ram has learned their lesson this year, and so they don't overproduce units and mark up those units, and then they just end up collecting dust on dealer lots. You know, what Ram really needs right now, well, besides the cowboy hat, is really what Stellantis needs right now as well, and that is for their next generation products to come out swinging. But based on some insider information we've had, it looks like they might be planning on just that. So where are we at? You agree or agree to disagree? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and check out this Ideal vid or whatever YouTube recommends down here. I'm Brad, the Financial Cowboy. This is Ideal, and promise me one thing: keep living the Ideal lifestyle.